The Dark Cave, a short horror story by Vahid Sajjadafar. Javad and Samina were busy examining ancient documents in the university library when they stumbled upon an old map. The map showed the location of an unknown cave in a remote forest. Javad, who was always looking for adventure and discovering the unknown, decided to travel to this place with Samina. Samina, who was interested in history and ancient cultures, excitedly agreed. They enlisted Maisam, a local guide knowledgeable about the legends of the cave. Maisam's frightening stories about the cave made the group anxious. Maitra, a photographer and documentary filmmaker, also joined the group to document this thrilling journey. The group decided to prepare the necessary equipment for this dangerous expedition. They reached the remote forest where the cave was located. The forest was eerily quiet, with only the sounds of birds and wild animals. Maisam carefully examined the path and led them toward the cave. Javad and Samina meticulously checked for any signs of ancient civilization. The group encountered mysterious signs such as strange noises and unseen shadows. In the forest, Samina found an old stone statue that seemed to be part of an ancient civilization. Maisam, upon seeing the statue, recounted frightening tales about supernatural beings that haunted the area. The group arrived at the cave entrance. The cave was dark and mysterious, with the sound of dripping water echoing from its walls. Using a flashlight, Javad peered inside and decided to enter. The group, filled with fear and excitement, ventured into the cave and delved deeper. Javad and Samina carefully examined every rock and carving on the cave walls. Maisam explained the legends of the cave and the stories he had heard from the village elders. Maitra documented everything carefully, taking numerous photos. The group reached a large chamber deep within the cave. In one of the large chambers, they encountered ancient wall paintings depicting strange rituals and supernatural beings. Javad and Samina tried to decipher the meanings of these paintings. Seeing the paintings, Maisam recalled legends about demonic beings and dark forces in the area. Gradually, the group felt as if something or someone was following them. The sound of footsteps always a step behind and shadows moving in the darkness instilled fear and panic in the group. Maisam suggested they rest in a safe spot for a while. They set up camp in a corner of the cave that seemed safe. Javad and Samina discussed their findings and research. Maitra reviewed the photos she had taken and noticed mysterious shadows in some of them. While keeping watch, Maisam shared more stories about the past of this region. The group ventured deeper into the cave and encountered an underground lake. The lake's water was oddly cold and clear. Javad suggested they explore around the lake. Near the lake, Samina found strange, glowing stones that seemed to be part of an ancient ritual. Strange and eerie events occurred around the lake. Unknown sounds and strange lights emerged from the lake's water. The group felt that something was living in the water, watching them. Maisam suggested they move away from this place, but Javad insisted on continuing their research. They found a spot that seemed to be used for human sacrifices. There were traces of blood and sacrificial tools left behind. Samina was horrified by the sight, and Maitra tried to document these moments. Maisam, troubled by the scene, suggested they turn back. Despite their fear and anxiety, the group continued. The strange sounds and mysterious shadows continued to follow them. Javad and Samina tried to overcome their fear and proceed with their research. Maisam constantly urged the group to stay cautious, while Maitra documented everything. The group encountered dark creatures that seemed to come straight out of local legends. These creatures, with their terrifying sounds and strange movements, horrified the group. Javad and Samina tried to find a way to escape, but the dark creatures blocked their path. In the face of these dark creatures, the group struggled to survive. Javad and Samana used their walking sticks to try to fend off the creatures. Mitra attempted to capture these terrifying moments. Fear and panic overwhelmed the group. With great effort, the group managed to find a way to break free from the encirclement of the dark creatures. They hurried toward the cave exit. Misam carefully navigated the path, trying to lead the group to the cave's mouth. When the demonic creatures attacked again, the group was forced to take an alternative route out of the cave and suddenly found themselves at what appeared to be the center of the cave's evil forces. They confronted a powerful demonic being that seemed to be the guardian of this place. Javad and Samana tried to use their ancient knowledge to find a way to counter this being. The group engaged in a fierce and terrifying battle with the demonic entity. Javad and Samana used the wall paintings and ancient clues to find the creature's weaknesses. Meanwhile, Misam and Mitra bravely fought off the creatures, giving Javad and Samana time to study the paintings. Javad realized that the wall paintings indicated that the only way to defeat the demonic beings was to use a specific tool hidden in one of the cave's ancient chambers. The group quickly returned to that chamber and, after a thorough search, found the ancient tool. It was a sacred dagger inscribed with ancient writings. As Javad and Samana held the sacred dagger and headed back toward the center of the cave, Misam anxiously looked around and quietly asked, "Where did these creatures come from? Why are they here?" Javad, who had studied the wall paintings more closely, responded, "I think I can explain. Look here." They reached a large mural at the center of the chamber. The mural told a story from ancient times. Javad continued, "This painting shows that thousands of years ago, this cave was home to an ancient tribe. They believed in the gods of darkness and held human sacrifices to gain power and protect their tribe. Over time, these rituals became a sort of pact with the demonic forces." Samana examined the paintings closely and added, "Yes, look here. They summoned demonic beings with the blood of their victims and dark magic. These beings acted as guardians and protectors of the tribe against enemies and disasters. But when the number of sacrifices decreased or the rituals were not performed correctly, these beings started to rebel." Misam shuddered and said, "So these creatures attacked because the rituals stopped and the pact ended?" Javad nodded, "Exactly. These demonic beings were originally guardians controlled by dark magic. When control over them was lost, they turned into ruthless enemies of the tribe and ultimately destroyed it. Since then, this cave has been cursed, and no one dared to approach it." Mitra, still filming the murals, added, "And by entering this cave and conducting our research, we've awakened them again. But now, with the sacred dagger, we can destroy them forever." The group agreed that they had to use the sacred dagger to completely eliminate the demonic beings and lift the curse. They decided to return to the center of the cave and finish the job. As they moved towards their destination, Misam, deep in thought, said, "These stories remind us how fear and ignorance can lead to horror and destruction. I hope we can break this cycle and save this place from darkness." With this resolve, the group continued their journey with courage and determination, ready to face the demonic beings. They knew this battle was the final stage of their adventure and hoped to rid the dark cave of these evil forces forever. When they reached the center of the cave, one of the demonic creatures attacked the group. Javad and Samana, wielding the dagger, delivered precise strikes to the creature, weakening it. Misam and Mitra supported them and managed to defeat the creature. After defeating the demonic being, the cave suddenly became calm. The group felt a sense of relief and lightness as they exited the cave. Misam suggested that they keep this experience a secret forever. Javad and Samana decided to report their findings to the university but to keep the supernatural details hidden. Mitra reviewed the photos and footage she had taken and decided to only publish parts of the journey that included natural and ancient scenes. The group returned home with terrifying and thrilling memories, hoping that no one would dare to enter the dark cave again. This experience remained etched in their minds forever, and each of them was affected in their own way. Javad and Samana continued their archaeological research with even more enthusiasm, Misam found new stories to tell, and Mitra was able to create an exceptional documentary from the journey. However, the secrets of the dark cave remained hidden within its depths forever.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.